Welcome to Comics with Dan. Today I'm going to be reviewing Space Ghost #1. So, Space Ghost, some of you might not know who he is at all. Others, might know him from Space Ghost Coast to Coast, which is a TV show on Cartoon Network for a while. And there also was a DC series back in 2005 that I personally just loved. It's kind of hard to explain why I loved it so much, other than that it was just a really good, solid adventure. It was fairly predictable in the sense that it was a revenge story, but all the same, I still just loved it so much. It was great. So I was really looking forward to this iteration of Space Ghost when I saw that Dynamite was going to be publishing a book. So the first thing I want to talk about is the quality of the book. So normally in the other iteration, or in the other books that Dynamite puts out, or at least the Darkwing Duck ones that I've been getting recently, the cover's it's just a normal cover, but this has like sort of a cardstock, a little more solid cover to it, which I really like. So I don't mind paying that extra $1 because this normally with 22 pages of story, you're going to pay $3.99 for it instead of $4.99, which is what the book costs. And it looks like it's going to be $4.99 going forward. But if the cover stays like this, then I don't think I'm going to be too bothered by that. So I was really excited when we got the first look for this book because it had some really cool art in it, some cool scenes that we got to see. And it looked like, Space Ghost would be this, vigilante, this sort of urban space legend that people had heard of, but weren't sure if he existed or anything like that. Which is exactly how I want him to be. So as an issue #1, this is definitely a lot of setup, which isn't a problem. You get introduced to Jan, Jace, Blip, and Space Ghost, who are going to be our main characters moving forward. We get a lot of action right up front. I think my primary complaint in regards to the story is, while I'm already invested in it because I'm extremely excited about the book and excited about Space Ghost, I don't know that David Pepose really provided enough of a hook to pull in readers that are just checking it out or trying it out. So I'm slightly worried that issue 1 might have lost a couple people because it just wasn't gripping enough to kind of pull them in. But I know that we can expect sort of a longer story, and the characters are going to grow, and we're going to get to see kind of where they go. But I'm just hoping that people stick around and continue to check it out. So if you're someone that wasn't so sure about it, please, give it a second chance, give it a couple chances to kind of get things going, because I think the character is going to be really cool. I think that having a vigilante fighting space pirates is going to be awesome. So I think that we got our setup out of the way. So I think we're really going to have some good action and some really good story coming up. As far as the art goes, Jonathan Lau did a really good job kind of using the cosmic environment to tell the story. And we get to see a lot of Space Ghost lurking in the shadows. Like this image from the first look is my favorite in the whole book. It's he's kind of hiding in the shadows, and it's just an awesome panel. But the art does a good job of establishing Space Ghost as this sort of mythical urban legend of space that he is, and kind of very mysterious. So I did enjoy that, and the colors really match it very well, because when you have a book that takes place in space, you really want to take that and get those sort of vibrant out of not to be no pun intended, but out of this world colors to really show that we are in space in this setting, but it's not, just outside of Earth on the moon. It's somewhere so far out that you've never even seen before. It helps really carry the reader out to that area, right? I I think that the letters were okay. I think that when you have a sort of sci-fi story like this, that really opens up the possibilities for the letters, and particularly to the sound effects, to where you have all these wild sound effects that you could be using, and so that really gives you a lot of opportunity to play around with the letters and get creative. But I did feel that the letters were a little vanilla in this one, so I'm hoping that that'll step up a bit. Not to say that they were bad, they just, I think, kind of missed an opportunity there. So yeah, so definitely go check it out. I gave this one 4 out of 5 stars, just because like I said, I am a little concerned about how gripping this first issue was, because I do think that you really need an issue number 1 to really pull readers in. But I do think that that Pepose really, he did do a good job setting the story up. So I'm okay with that, and I did enjoy it, and I still think that this is going to be a really good book this year. So definitely go check it out. Get to your local comic book store. You could try to see if you can find a copy on Saturday, which you should be at your local comic book store Saturday, because it's free comic book day. So make sure you get out, get some free comic books, and check out these videos. Make sure you like the video and subscribe, and thank you for watching.